You are in the fashion business whether you like it or not. I don't know if that's just my perspective or if anybody else kind of sees it that way, but that for me is the absolute truth. If you are one of those women and men who feels confident and good and healed and whole on the inside, but you're sending a sloppy messy on the outside, you are missing opportunities with people and with business and with everyone around you. Then I found that there's a second kind of person who is really well dressed on the outside and actually looks pretty amazing almost all the time, but is a mess on the inside. And that used to be me many years ago. I can tell, not that many years ago, I can tell you that I've always had a passion for fashion, and I've always kind of just had an intuition of how to dress up, and I've just been drawn to all the beautiful things and a bit of sparkle, a bit of bling, but I was an absolute wreck on the inside. And so that's why part of the 10 steps tonight I'm going to share with you is something called dressing up from the inside out. And I'm going to share with you just how simple that is. Not necessarily easy, but simple if you just follow the steps. Okay, so let's move on. You're in the fashion business whether you like it or not, and fashion is just a skill. And if you are prepared to make the investment, then you can become the style guru in your life. I have looked and observed around the world and different people, different cultures, and they all have the same thing, is they're looking to a style guru to tell them what to do. Now, the problem with that, and there are some exceptionally talented professionals out there in the fashion and beauty industry. There are stylists that are just, wow, they are absolutely talented. The problem with you depending on somebody else without developing your own skill is that you are going to have to keep paying that person your time and your money to tell you what to do. And there's one of them and maybe 10,000 of you. So whilst it's great to have a role model or an expert or a specialist in a field, that person, I believe, needs to be equipping you with the tools and the skills and the knowledge for you to build on your skill. And that's my heart, is to help you to understand what style is, because it's not the same as fashion, and how to identify your personal unique style so that you can actually build on your own brand, because that is the foundation to it. Is if you can build your own brand, then it's like building a house. It's like you have a foundation to the house, and then that's a rock solid foundation. Then you decide, do you want bay windows, do you want square windows, do you want a tiled roof, do you want, I don't know much about houses, but you get the picture. So I'm helping you to build a solid foundation with a fashion toolkit that's going to take you through life. So some of you may not have been with us throughout the year. We've actually done quite a few workshops, and if you haven't, we are just recapping, and you might have missed some stuff. And if that's you, please feel free to go to our YouTube account and find the Linda Page account, and there is a host of workshops and webinars there that have been recorded since April this year that you have access to for free right now. I made a commitment to working for free for the first year of this new business, so May 2017 is the cutoff date. That's when we go commercial. That's when we start exchanging money, honey, and all kinds of other things. But there is a very special message behind the money as well. I'll get to that in a minute. So casting a vision together. This is pretty much what we have summarized together to date. Is we are not going to be people who say, I hate shopping. We are attracting like-minded people here who are who like the fact that words carry power, the power of life or death. We know that to be the truth. And so we're not going to be saying, I hate my body, I hate shopping, I don't have anything to wear. This is not what we're doing. What we're doing here is we're getting up, dressing up, lifting up, building up, speaking up, rising up, and all of that good stuff. So if you are one of those people who says, I hate shopping, it's only because you don't know how to do it. I want to encourage you to stay with us, join us. January, we are launching a host of shorter, let me say this, is that I am amazed that you have stayed with me all year when sometimes our workshops have been an hour and a half long. I think one of them was almost 2 hours long, and you stayed on the whole way. I am beyond blessed to work with people like you who are interested, who want to learn, who want to grow, who are passionate about this thing. And I want to tell you right now, this is the last long workshop, because from next year, I want to chunk it down. There's going to be 5 and 10 minute videos of how to on accessories and on color and on capsule wardrobe and on budgeting and onto everything. There's going to be short ones and maybe short 15-minute live video sessions like this. But I'm going to teach you how to enjoy shopping and how to make it practical and productive for you, and where to go and what to do and what to look for and what to avoid as well. We are an army of men and women who are saying, I love my body. This was inspired by Mary Howard this year when I was up 2 dress sizes, and I was so inspired by her when she got on and she said, you know what, I'm done with hating my body. And I know that her coach, who is also my coach, inspired her as well, and just said, you know, this body of ours has carried us through so much. It's raised funds to fight human trafficking. It's birthed babies. It's walked you through childhood and adulthood. So we're saying, I love my body. Regardless of what you look like right now, put your feelings aside. We are standing together saying, I love my body. I have Michelle Lawrence, gorgeous friend. I don't know if Michelle is online, from South Africa. And she emailed me that day and she said, Linda, I have lost 9 pounds from just saying I love my body. Just speaking life over it. She just decided, actually, so what she's planting in her mind is seeds and just saying, I actually don't want that food anymore. 9 pounds just from saying I love my body. We are some banded, rehabilitated shopaholics here. I am one of them. I know what it's like to try and fill a hole in your heart through shopping. It was my absolute go-to. Even before, I used to go for a bottle of wine and that, which I'm also free from, thank you to my Father God. I used to go shopping. It used to take me from down and depressed to like on a high in 3 minutes flat. And I am totally free of that, and I want to share with you how to do that, how my coach helped me out of that. It is one of the biggest pleasures of my life to enjoy my passion for fashion guilt-free, not hiding my bills and my receipts and the credit card receipts from my husband anymore, knowing that he's going to get online anyway later and say, babes, what is this? And I'll go like, what? Like, I've had this for ages. Lying and deceit and all that stuff. Style is a skill, and you must be prepared to invest the time, the money, and the effort. And I'm going to give you a great place. In fact, I believe I'm going to give you the best place in the world to invest your time, money, and effort, because we're doing it differently here. We're going to take your money and do something very special with it, and I'm going to share that with you. And then there are those who coming across who's like, yeah, well, you know, and they're coming and they're joining us and giving us opinions, and I'm so grateful for different perspectives, because I have learned again from our coach that we all need to receive different perspectives and different input. But if you are one of those women, and listen, I believe that I used to be a few years ago one of those women who like, well, I kind of think I know how to dress well. I mean, I was never a very confident person, although I knew how to act confident, but I knew that I knew how to dress well. And then my coach said something not too long ago, and she said, that which you think you're good at, you will never master. I'm like, oh, that was the slap in the face that I needed. Never again will I ever be in a position where I put my clients in danger of only receiving my advice and my opinion and my perspective and my style views, because beauty is subjective, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And so you'll have one stylist who says something and another who goes, oh my gosh, no. And you'll have a fashion, an interior designer who looks at a house and goes, that is gorgeous. Another one who goes, that's ugly. So really, beauty is now of the eye of the beholder. And I want to always be receiving outside. And so I don't read trashy magazines, and that's why I'm building my own coffee table, beautiful glossy books, so we can get it out there and share all this good stuff together. And someone said to me, well, where do you get your inspiration? If you don't watch TV, if you don't read magazines, I travel a lot. I've been to 26 countries. Airports are my runways. Like, I sit back and I get my coffee or sometimes a glass of champagne in the business lounge, because we have traveled a lot and worked a lot, and we can sit back sometimes and go, I love to travel. I get to the airport and the beginning of the adventure begins. But I sit back and I watch men and I watch women, mainly women. If you find me watching you a lot, it's because there's something going on with what you're wearing that I'm really admiring, but that's my runway, is the international catwalk of the world. And so we have got to remain teachable. And if you are good at what you're doing, and if you know how to dress well, I want to invite you to stay with us and grow with us, because we all need to learn and be learning all the time. But my question to you, which I asked in my Faith and Fashion workshop, is what if God actually were at your church in person, or even in your home on Monday? And actually the fact of the matter is that we know that he is. And if you haven't been with me before, you will know, you may not know, but I speak freely about my God, who is my Savior, and I would not be here, that Linda Page would not exist if it weren't for him. And so he's my chief exec, he's my boss. But my question to you is if you're a believer, how would you dress as the princess of the Most High King if you were going to come face to face with him tomorrow morning? I wonder what that might look like. I wonder if you would make a different effort, a better effort, and go into your closet tomorrow morning and go, oh, what am I going to wear, if you knew? Because that actually is the truth every single day. Just a little question that I want to leave with you. You are not handcrafted by the great designer, the original fashion designer, to be invisible. If you're someone who's blending in and hiding away, then I want to tell you something, that you're not watching this webinar right now by mistake. Because it's time. I believe that it's time. You have a very, very specific purpose. There is no one else there like you. And your purpose is to love him and to love others. And I had an awesome chat with my friend Taramika Pena in London a couple of days ago. Oh my gosh, I'm actually going to go down to London and spend a night with her. She's my beautiful model friend. I'm going to introduce her to you because she's going to be our capsule wardrobe model for our London photo shoot coming up soon. But she said to me, you know, one of the reasons why I believe we need to get dressed up, we were talking about edification, we believe both of us in dressing well and lifting others up, and she's an amazing woman and uses her mouth really, really well. She's very, very edifying and an amazing heart. She said, you know, if a policeman comes to your door and there's been an issue and he's dressed in his police uniform, then you're going to have just instant respect for him because he looks the part, right? Or if you go to a baker shop and you're looking for something very, very, very special, and the guy serving you looks like a baker, is covered with flour, you're going to kind of trust him immediately. Well, one of the reasons that I say is we need to dress up is so we are positioned to lift others up. And when you dress beautifully and you look another woman in the eye and you say, wow, you look amazing, where did you get that coat? Then when you dress the part, then instantly there's this connection, this respect. Like she thinks, well, you must know what you're talking about because, wow, you've made an effort. And for you to have an appreciation, is that making sense? Let me know if that makes any sense at all. But that really is what I believe is we need to get up and dress up, and it positions us to lift others up. So I really and truly, I'll say this again over and over again, I believe that dressing up can change the world because God can use anything to achieve his purpose. And if he can use anything to achieve his purpose, then who are we to exclude wardrobe? It is not up to us to take away a tool, a powerful tool that can help us to invest in ourselves, to position ourselves, and to love on others, because we know that the world needs words of kindness. The world needs, thank you Rachel, that it makes sense, thank you Tiffany, I'll get your feedback every now and again. Slow me down if you need to slow me down, because every now and again my awesome husband who's helping will go slow because I get a little bit excited and I pick up pace, but slow me down. Thank you Crystal, if that makes sense. Slow me down if you need to, okay? Otherwise I'm going to, awesome Tiffany, that you are ready to get dressed better. I love that. But give me feedback and slow me down if you need to. Okay, so we have no right to exclude wardrobe. We have no right to dress up sloppy. Nobody's saying that you have to be looking like a glam machine every day. Nobody's saying that. We all have those days where we are in a comfortable tracksuit, and even then I've shared tips throughout the year on how you can be comfy and cool. You know, I've got at-home kit and that's fine, but it's the exception and not the rule. Sandra, how can I have you coaching me? Well, Sandra, welcome. I don't know that we have spoken before. Thank you so much for joining us. You can email me, linda@lindapage.com. I'm working for free until May 2017. And then I'll give you a couple of first steps of what you need to do. And then when you get there, we're on the same track, then you and I can have a one-on-one. All right, so whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. Okay, so I'm going to talk some truth. If you don't believe in the same God that I believe in, that's okay. I highly recommend that you check him out, because my life is, everything good in my life is because of him. And my coach calls his book the best success book ever written. It's the most awesome description of the book. It's amazing. But this is where I have found and based the foundation of this business on, and our corporate business as well, which has been going for almost 15 years. And so when we follow this and we base it on that and we apply it, all the good fruit comes out. So whatever we do, we have to work at it with all our heart. So think about when you get up and you start getting dressed in the morning, or when you go to that event. Start thinking about what that means. If you work at it with all your heart, never be lacking in zeal, says Romans 12:11. Never be lacking in zeal. So that's passionate, and what can I do? And today's a new day, and I have a party in my closet most days. I'm like, what color do I want today? You know, so I've got green today, which is unusual, and I got a bunch of compliments, and I'm so grateful for that. Do not be conformed to this world, is Romans 12:11. So you don't want to be blending in. You don't want to be looking like everyone else. You don't want to be, we're not saying you have to be contrarian just to stand out and because you're special. No, because no one is better than you and no one is worse than you. We are the same, and we are created unique, and he loves us equally and uniquely. He really loves us uniquely. But we are to be set apart so that we can bring life and light to the world. You are not your own. God says glorify God in your body. That's something that I'm going through right now. I finally, at the tender age of 44, I cannot cruise through life anymore on my yo-yo. So I'm like either major high or major low, kind of feel like I'm saving the world, or crash and burn, leave me, I need to sleep for 2 weeks. I'm not doing that anymore. It happened at 44. And I decided, you know what, consistency and diligence is what I'm going after. I am entering a whole new phase of my life, a new mindset, and I'm applying the same in my wardrobe. And so it is about glorifying God through our bodies, looking after it, getting stronger. I've signed up with an awesome fitness coach whose results have just blown me away. If you have not heard of Carmen O'Quinn, you need to email me, linda@lindapage.com, and check her out. She is someone phenomenal, someone very, very trustworthy. Light on a hill, Peggy, absolutely, my friend, I'm with you. The tongue carries the power of life and death, Proverbs 18:21, we know that. So we are using everything that we've been given to get up and go out there and make a difference in the world. Everything starts with the heart. You may have a different view. My view is everything begins with the heart. What your motivation is here, what you actually want to achieve begins here, because He made you and your heart, He made you in His image. And so it all starts here. And so with that in mind, Linda Page has 3 goals at heart. There are 3 goals that in my heart I've created a system out of, and they are: number 1, I want to equip men and women to arise and shine. And that is Isaiah 61 is arise and shine for, oh gosh, how does it go? Arise and shine, for your light has come, the glory of the Lord is upon you. It is time, we are called for such a time as this. So I want to help men and women to arise and shine and look and feel their absolute best. And when they do that, number 2 is fashion is a relationship builder. And so I want them, once they're looking and feeling their best, is to connect with one another, to bring men and women together through fashion. Fashion is a bridge. Personal style is a connector. And especially if you're someone who is shy and doesn't have a lot of confidence, it is an icebreaker. I've got a beautiful friend, Lizette Sands, who has been working with me the last couple of months, and she had a pretty challenging relationship at the office. Very, very, very strong, well-dressed, managerial kind of personality, and she's a very orderly, gentle, lovely, amazing, amazing woman. And I helped her on how to use fashion to build a relationship. Today, they have an awesome relationship. It is phenomenal what we can do. So it's helping men and women to get up and dress up and look good and feel good, bringing them together. And then number 3 is to put fashion to work for the poor. I have made a lot of money in life. I have lost even more. There was one year where we made $1.2 million in 1 year. So what's that, about 750, 800 million pounds? We know how to make money. Boy, do we know how to lose money as well. But we're working on how to keep money and how to grow money through my coach and my mentor, Danny. But what I've decided to do with Linda Page is I want to put my passion for fashion to a greater purpose than I ever imagined. And so I had a conversation with God about 3 years ago, and what we're doing here at Linda Page is, instead of giving 10% of our profits away to a good cause, I'm going to flip that on the head, and 90% of all our profits for life is going to go to an organization called King's Ransom. The only charity that I know of where 100% of my money goes to the orphan, the widow, the sick, the elderly, the extreme poor. So I'm putting fashion to work for the poor. So those are the 3 primary goals here at Linda Page. So you know who you're working with, what we stand for, and so that you know that when we work together, or if ever we go to events together, or have fun together, or raise a glass of champagne together, that's actually what we are striving to achieve. I'm going to skip over this, but basically we really have a much bigger vision to open a boutique in Texas, which we are moving to next year. We've got the Champagne Club coming out. We've got Linda Page Certified Image Consultant program coming out. We have got a magazine called Identity coming out, all kinds of things. But for now, what we're doing is we're saying it is time. You only get one life, one stage, one shot, there's no rehearsal. And so you have to make 2017 the catwalk year of your life. The fact that thank you, Kerry, that you love the goals. I'm so glad. Thank you, Peggy, for feeding back. You have got to go for some fabulous looking days and stand out and absolutely just love it, because you just don't know when your last day is, man. You just don't know when your last day on this earth is. And so you've got to look like that sometimes. You've just got to have one of those days and go, that's how I feel, that's me, and I'm beautiful because He made me and He loves me, and I'm a good person, and I'm just going to get up and I'm just going to whack it out the ballpark today. With that, I met someone a few years ago who introduced me to human trafficking, and so a massive part of our fight is just climbing into the boxing ring, fighting human trafficking, the fastest growing crime in the world. 2 children are trafficked every minute, so it's a child or is it 2 children every 30 seconds? I think it's a child every 30 seconds is trafficked. So as we're talking, human trafficking is the fastest growing crime in the world. We're just taking our skills and our expertise here, and we're just going to make money, and we're just going to fight that fight. I'm going to give it to people who know what to do with the money and just come alongside them and behind them. If you don't know about human trafficking, if you haven't read this book by Sophie Hayes, this is a friend of mine. That is not her. That is a picture of somebody else. But Sophie Hayes is a woman who was trafficked out of London into Europe. An educated, beautiful, middle-class woman. It just does not happen just to poverty-stricken people in Romania. So I highly recommend that you read a book called Trafficked, My Story by Sophie Hayes. So that's what we're doing as a third goal, and we are giving 90% away to King's Ransom. Go and check them out, kingsransom.org, a profound and incredible organization with such a deep heart for the poor and to just change the world for the better. So there are 4 profiles. We've spoken a lot about Danny Johnson's product called Gems, which is about 3 years ago I sat in one of her business seminars and I had this aha moment, and I just thought, this is the perfect style profile, because your personality is directly connected to how you like to dress. Think about it. You either will have been frustrated the last few years, because you're not dressing the way that you really feel like you want to, but you don't know where to begin, or you were designed one way, but you were maybe groomed. It's the whole nature versus nurture conversation, right? But I want to help you to get back to your original design, because that is very much connected to your personal style. The way that you are in your heart is very much connected to how you like to dress. And we all have all 4 gems in us, but you will lead with a primary and a secondary. Absolutely, you will have a dominant profile. We all do. And so that is a profoundly powerful product that we use. It is a DannyJohnson.com registered product. I will give you the details in a minute. But based on this profile, my hope for you here is that as a Ruby, and I'll tell you where to go and find that stuff, is that you have the confidence in who you are, but also that you use your confidence in how you dress to connect with people. Because beautiful, well-dressed rubies can be intimidating. I know that because I got that feedback for many years of my life. Like, I think I'm a nice person. I'm a loving person. I have a lot of compassion. But people used to find me kind of unapproachable and intimidating. So I need to know that about myself. And I became very aware of what I was putting out there. And I learned to smile. Like, I frown. If I get in the zone and I focus, this comes about. So every now and again, when you see me remembering to smile, this is something that I'm actually practicing. Because I get busy and I get focused and I'm competitive and I'm in the zone. And smiling is such an important thing if you're one of those beautiful, bold, best dressed, beautifully dressed kind of women. Sapphires. The word of the day is play when it comes to your wardrobe. So this is the playful part of your wardrobe. I would love for you to get back to stop stressing about dressing. You just have fun with it. And look at my hair. I'm growing my hair right now. Like, what do I do with it? So I put this little thing in, and does it work? I don't know. But you know what? It's just a little bit different. It kind of is fun for me right now. You have to just play. You have to try new products. You've got to get a little blingy little thing that makes you feel pretty. Just play and see what works, and share the information. Send me some photos. I will help you out. Number 3 is the pearl, to put fashion to work, and that's the goal here on Linda Page. And so I want to help you to get up, dress up, and also to put purpose behind your purpose. And your purpose. Number 4 is to bring order and structure to your wardrobe by being faithful with your budget and by getting organized, by coloring your wardrobe, by organizing it, and also using your knowledge and skills in time and in money in the area of how you get structure to your wardrobe. So let's get going with the 10 steps to style success. I know we're down on time, so I'm going to pick up the pace, okay? Slow me down if you need to, but I see that, listen, this is the last long workshop of the year. I'm telling you, I'm not going to do long ones like this anymore because I sound like a bit of a freight train in my mind. But let me know if you're good. Let me know if the pace is okay. And I'm going to keep going. Okay, so the 10 steps to style success. This is the summary. Thank you. Give me some hearts. Please give me some love so I know you're okay. Leanne Thomas, thank you so much. That's great. Thank you, Maggie. Thanks for giving me feedback. Thank you, Eileen. Okay, so you're with me. That's awesome. Okay, 10 steps to style success. Let's go. This is the Fashion app, okay? So my little Sagittarian, we had a little Skype chat the other day. Thank you, Dana. So glad you're online. 10 steps to style success. This is helping you to navigate the fashion world. The Fashion app is what I'm going to call it. So number 1 is get with God. This is number 1 because you wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. And so my number 1 is, thank you, Dana. Number 1 is get with God, because how he made you is connected to how you dress, and it's connected to your future and his plans for you. So you may not be dressing right now like the politician that he's got planned for you, but you won't know that unless you know how he designed you. You may not be dressing right now like a full-time fabulous mom because you don't know, because you haven't got with how he made you and what he wants for you. And so you got to get with God. Style is subjective. There is no one size fits all. So Gems is our #1 product. It's a DannyJohnson.com copyrighted product. I have been shouting this from the rooftops for the last almost 4 years. It is my favorite, most life-changing product. It is about who you are, what your personality is like, and why you are motivated by certain things and not others. Thank you, Heather Miller. Thank you so much. Thank you, Crystal at the Pace is okay. So Gems is where you start. DannyJohnson.com, D-A-N-I Johnson.com. There was a ridiculously crazy $7 promotion going not too long ago. I don't know if it's still going, but it doesn't matter what it is. If this thing costs $500, I would pay $1,000 for this. It has such a profound impact on my life on a daily basis as a businesswoman, a mom, a wife, as an individual. I had an identity crisis my whole life. Anyway, no time for that, but it absolutely is my favorite product of all time. So this is where you begin to find out how you were designed. Style is a skill. You have to invest the skill. So when it comes to these products, I'm giving you a 10-step toolkit that if you do these things on a regular basis, you will become an absolute style guru. That's a guarantee. So the benefits of getting Gems: it's going to identify your original personality. It's going to improve your marriage. And remember, we were designed a certain way, but through life, and we all get hurt, and there's trauma, and there's abuse, and maybe not, then we kind of pick up other people's habits and their way of living life. You want to understand that. You'll become a better leader. You will mend that office relationship that, like I was telling you about. You will start dressing to connect. You will start recognizing fashion and style as a relationship builder. You will learn how to get along with the people that irritate you in life and who you irritate back, by the way. And you will understand why that is. You will grow your faith. This will help you to understand more about you and about your maker. You will learn to have fun, because I recognized, gosh, as much as I am what they call a Ruby Sapphire, I had to start working from a very young age, and I just got very much in the zone very soon, and it was a matter of life and death for me. Jenna changed your life? Awesome. Dana, Gems helped me with my parenting and my marriage. Absolutely, I absolutely agree with you there. And of course, when you buy this product, one of the reasons why I love working with my coach and mentor, Danny, is because she actually, all of the money for this product goes directly to the poor. She has a few other businesses, and they are multimillionaires. The only multimillionaires who live a very frugal, very, very humble, down to earth life. And they take their money and they go and build orphanages, they go and build schools, they go and actually feed the poor. So this is putting purpose behind your purchase. Is something that I used to call Formula X. Now, if you were with us very, very recently in November, we had Christina, Gems saved my life, it restored my relationships. That's awesome, Christina Hernandez, that's amazing to hear. Rachel says Gems is amazing and applies and helps in so many ways. I absolutely agree with you. If you were with us in November, we did something called Formula X. This is what this is, but I've changed the name because I talk often about dressing up from the inside out. And what that means is, remember I spoke about the 2 different kinds of people that you come across, those who are like kind of whole and healed on the inside, but a bit sloppy on the outside, or those who are well dressed on the outside, like I used to be, and just a wreck on the inside. I really believe that a key step to becoming a style guru, to becoming an influential person in your life and in your community, is you got to get with God. You got to heal up on the inside. You got to fix all that crap. You got to commit to working on your stuff, to always becoming better and stronger. And I'm going through something right now that I'm struggling with, that I just have to get back to the basics and push play and get back to where I need to be on this issue. And it's always an issue of the heart. And so Inside Out is a 3-step process where there are 3 women in my life. Please go and find the video on YouTube called Formula X. It is a November 2016 video we did. I'm not going to cover all the detail now, but it's in full detail on our video, on our YouTube video account, or go to lindapage.com and you'll find the video there. I think it will also be on our Facebook page. Do check with Crystal if you're not sure where to find it. Crystal is our marketing assistant, Crystal at lindapage.com. She's also online right now if you have any questions for her. But Inside Out is a 3-step process. And amazingly, how this works is as follows. I was sitting in a coffee shop actually earlier this year, and Matthew 22:37 came to me. You shall love your God, your Elohim, with all your heart, all your being, and with all your mind. Now, depending on the version of the Bible you read, it might say with all your might. But basically, we know what that means. Now, to love him with all of ourselves, how do we do that? Like I said to him, like how? And then basically, I've always been saying to you, beauty is an inside job. It really is. I believe that those who are most whole on the inside, that those who love God on the inside, it really shines on the outside. It really does. And those who don't, you always see the frown on the outside. So beauty is an inside job, and you always know eventually what somebody's motivation is. You always can tell. So getting dressed up on the inside, I have 3 women in my life who have had a profound, regular impact on me. The first is my coach and mentor, Danny Johnson, who all glory goes to my God and all honor goes to her for responding to his call, that most of the good fruit in my life today is as a result of getting with Danny. Prior to attending First Steps to Success in February 2013, I was just about to separate from my husband in my second marriage. I was a guilty absent mom. I was a burnt out businesswoman of 23, 24 years. And we had $260,000 of debt. I was a committed shopaholic. I was drinking a bottle of wine a night, 5, 6 nights out of 7. Almost 6 nights out of 7. After getting with Danny and plugging into DannyJohnson.com in almost our 4th year now. Hi, Jennifer Guy. I am so blessed and blown away that we are debt-free, having paid off $260,000 in just over 2.5 years. My marriage has been restored. We are working on it with new skills and developing our skills every day. We have a commitment that we are in it for the long haul, and we are dating one another again. It was just something that I was like 4 years ago. I'm like, whatever, that's not going to happen. And so totally debt-free. I was promoted 2.5 years ago to full-time mom. I am a rehabilitated shopaholic. I don't need to drink a bottle of wine every night to drown my sorrows. And Linda Page was born. There's just so much good stuff that keeps coming out of this. So for me, why that is the heart and the essence of everything is Danny teaches the most profound business, finance, and relationship skills on the planet. I truly have the best coach in the world. I don't just say that because I'm a Ruby. I truly have the best coach in the world. So I highly, highly encourage you to go to DannyJohnson.com if you want to just have a look and see at the stories out there. And if you have any questions, Linda@lindapage.com. Number 2 is MaryAnns.com. About 16 years ago, I met Mary Ann Shearer, who lives in South Africa, and I learned from her all the basics about food, about nutrition. She says godly food put into a godly body produces godly results. And so she is someone who has a very practical, simple approach to this is what food is, this is what food is not, and we are way beyond the information age, and so we have no excuse but to have educated ourselves these days on what is right and what is wrong. We cannot rely on doctors and other experts who are actually trained to medicate and not to educate. We have everything at our disposal to learn what it is that we should be eating. And for a long time, I had the knowledge and I wasn't applying it, and that's why I'm up to dress sizes, but I'm working on that and I'm back on track. But MaryAnns.com is the number 2 inside out step. And the third one is Dr. Caroline Leaf. If you've been with me, you'll have heard me talking about her many, many times. This is a neuroscientist, also from South Africa actually, who is proving how the mind actually can correct the brain. She's proving that science is actually only just catching up with God. I know a lot of people, thank you, someone put out the link for Formula X in the video. I know that a lot of people that I have worked with and that I've started working with are actually following Dr. Caroline Leaf. Peggy, you're doing the 21-day brain detox. That's amazing. The 21-day brain detox is a very simple, powerful, I went for the online version. And if you have any toxic thoughts, and most of us do, and it can be anything, then she actually has a 3-week program that shows you how to kill a toxic thought and how to grow and replace it with a new, healthy thought. She literally shows you what the memory tree looks like, how it functions, and she's an absolutely, completely, unbelievably blessed and talented neuroscientist who now lives in Dallas, Texas, and is changing lives all over the world. She's an author, she's a speaker, she's amazing. I highly recommend that you get with her. So those are the 3 steps on dressing up on the inside out. And then we add number 4, getting dressed up on the outside. So this is, oh, sorry, my nose is itchy. This is how I've been doing things. So I'm getting dressed up on the inside. I'm doing it this way. And then I thought, well, how do I come alongside people on the outside? So I'm highly recommending you get dressed up on the inside first, and then you get dressed up on the outside. Thank you, Peggy. Replacing health thought, yes, with Holy Spirit, absolutely. Tiffany, thank you so much. So all this is get dressed up on the inside, get dressed up on the outside, and repeat. So get up, dress up, repeat. This is pretty much a daily thing that you can do. Number 3 of the 10 steps is I love my body. We are holding each other accountable. There is going to be no, I'm fat, no, I'm this, not, oh, but I hate my body. No, we are not accepting that. We are not allowing that in this environment. We are lifting one another up. We are speaking lives over ourselves. And it's amazing. Hello, Iona, good to see you online. It's amazing what's happening with people who are, and me, everyone, all of us, just saying, I love my body, because our bodies are powerful. And I actually learned from my marriage coach and my awesome friend, Rabbi Natan in Israel, that, you know, in a way I was taught that the body is just a shell and your soul is what counts. And no, actually, it's not. Your body is not a shell. Your body is a holy temple that houses your soul. And so that gave me a whole different outlook. Wolves, could you repeat the last name again? Are you talking about Dr. Caroline Leaf? So it's L-E-A-F. Dr. Caroline Leaf is her name. All right, so I love my body. He says, love him and love his people. And you are his people, so we have to love ourselves. And we are out of time being so self-absorbed and saying, I hate my body and I'm fat, and we're out of time. It's the enemy's way to distract us from actually getting over ourselves, getting up, being empowered and positioned, and going out there and making a difference in the world. And you know what? Our kids are watching. What are you saying in front of your kids or your grandkids that are going to plant the seeds in their minds and their hearts? But what do they see when they go and look in the mirror after they've heard you? I've been so convicted of that, and I'm telling you what, I'm just speaking life, speaking life, speaking life. Eileen sent a 21-day brain detox. You've got it, my friend? Okay. So, look at this. There's something about Mary. I hope, Mary, are you still on here with us? Gosh, this is a girl who I love, who inspires me, who I've just been watching her journey for some time now. Mary actually, was it 2014, Mary? I don't know if you're still on here. Let me know if you are. Mary just caught a vision. Mary just decided that, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done hating my body. I'm done speaking death of my body. I'm just done. And so she was inspired by her coach, and then she's asked me for advice here and there, and we started talking and building a friendship. I actually met her. She's on the Mary Howard, you're here. Yes, oh my gosh. If you don't know Mary, okay, I have spoken about Mary since April 2016. Get with this girl. She is intelligent. She is driven. She is committed. She's disciplined. This girl is amazing. Look at these pictures. She started saying, I love my body. She caught a vision, and she said, the girl just ran a marathon, or half a marathon. Was it half? Yes, half a marathon. I did less than that not long ago, and I thought I was going to kill over and die. So look at that picture. Mary is one of our models. And she got over herself enough to say, you know what, I'm going to get out there and inspire others, regardless of how I feel about my body. And she's speaking life. Look at that gorgeous blue outfit. I just love it. Mary, I love you. You inspire me. You are leading by example. You have so much influence. Thank you so much for what you do for this community. We are going to do so many more fun things together and photo shoots and things. Number 4, folks, are you still with me? Are we okay? Is time-wise. All right, this is the third product. This is another DannyJohnson.com product. It's called Time Secrets. If you are someone who is not naturally organized, if you are someone who needs help in getting your schedules together like I do, and if I just follow this and I have a schedule in my kitchen with my home educating, with my business, with my everything, then I tell you what, you find extra hours in the day. You've got to get Time Secrets. It is a powerful game changer. There are secrets to time, and this is one of the things that I learned from our coach, and it is something that I absolutely embed in the 10 steps to style success. Without this, you will not be as successful with your personal style. Benefits of Time Secrets, obviously get organized. There are secrets to time. Live a life of priority. I was living an upside down life, always on the back foot, running to keep up, always out of breath, always out of time. It sucks. It's not a fun way to live. You'll have time to play with your kids. You'll get time to date your spouse. Never be on the back foot again. And reduce the stress in your life, because, you know, stress does things, you know, and you'll read that book that you say you're always going to read, and you're going to look better, you're going to look gorgeous, you're going to look fantastic as a result. This product is an investment in your wardrobe. It's an investment in your personal style, and it impacts every single area of your life. Number 5 is money, honey. This is the third product from DannyJohnson.com that is in my 10 steps to style success. It is absolutely a non-negotiable if you want to become a real influencer in style and impact and lift up those around you and really turn heads and go like, hey, what's different about her or about him? What's going on? This product here that costs you a crazy $99 is what helped us to become debt-free and pay off $260,000 in just over 2.5 years. This year, Proverbs 22:7, a man in debt is a slave. And we felt enslaved for so long. I'm a rehabilitated shopaholic. Today I use something called a fund budget, which my coach taught me. And through this training, I have a fund budget. I'm faithful with that money. And I go out, just a couple of days ago, I went out and I had the most amazing, guilt-free, wonderful day with me. Nobody else. I didn't tell anyone where I was going. And they said, can I phone? No, I'm not telling you where I'm going. And it's just me and my time, knowing that this is my fund budget. I get rewarded with this. And this is what it is. And I go and enjoy my passion for fashion guilt-free. And it's so empowering, so empowering. Benefits of war on debt, you learn the 3 steps of money, how to make it, how to keep it, how to grow it. Be debt-free is an absolute powerful result. Know God's plan for your life, so you can absolutely start understanding what He has for your life and what it looks like. You can travel the world. Don't sweat the global economy. You've got to create your own economy and learn who you are and what your skills can be so that you can depend not on the government or your company, but on yourself to create a legacy of wealth. Guilt-free shopping, help friends and family on track. There are people all over the world doing war on debt classes where the government and all those guys should be helping their countries out of debt. No, this is DannyJohnson.com is helping nations out of debt. Fund budget planning, you can run a happy home. I went from 24 years in corporate to being a full-time homeschooling mom. I was like, holy crap, what do? I don't know how to do this. And this is one of the products that really, really helped me to come up with schedules, a menu, a budget for my weekly shopping. It is a very powerful thing. You can feed orphans once again because profits for this, which is DannyJohnson.com, goes to King's Ransom. Go and check it out. If you have any questions, email me, linda@lindapage.com. Like I said, I failed high school standard grade math. If I can do this, anybody can do this. All right. Are you with me? Are we good? Love War on Debt, Dion. That's awesome. Please give me some feedback. Is the pace okay? We're at number 6. And it is fashion for good. So this means that we have got to get serious about using this tool that God gave us to put it to work and make a difference in the world. We have got to use it to make a positive impact and a positive change. And here's what it looks like. Purpose fuels your passion. Think about the things that you enjoy in life. Think about the things that really motivate you. When you have a passion for it, it fuels your energy and it gives you focus. So when 90% of what we do here at Linda Page goes to King's Ransom, what I'm going to ask you to do is think about, let me dress you up, because learning with Linda Page will literally feed orphans. So your wardrobe has a very, very, very important job to do. So as soon as we start going commercial and we launch our first product and we do all of these kind of things, thank you, Arlene. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jennifer. Good pace. Okay, you guys are A class because I know I'm sounding like a steam train. Thank you for that. I'm on board with my debt. Love this product. Yes, our owner, fantastic. I love that. We still maintain a war on debt mindset, and oh my gosh, if I can do it, anyone can do it. So stay here with us at Linda Page. There are amazing things coming. I'm blown away by the talent and the people that are around us. I mean, I remember my coach saying a few years ago, surround yourself with people who are more talented and more brilliant than you. And you know that you'll always be growing and you'll be successful. I'm like, wow, that's powerful. I used to be one of those people who always had to be the best, who always had to be the number one, because that was how I felt that I gained love and acceptance and approval. I'm so free of that. I don't need to be that anymore. I still like to win, make no doubt. I'm still very competitive, but I see things differently now. So stay with us for the long haul, because there is stuff coming in 2017 and 2018 that is going to take your money, which is seed, and is going to sow it into a place that's going to bless you directly. All right, so one of the ways of doing that is the Style Storybook, which is coming up 2017. This is one of the best investments you will ever make in your style. I'm telling you that now with confidence because I know what's coming. In fact, I think that eyes have not seen and ears have not even heard what's coming, what I believe is coming, because God is just expanding my vision. Sometimes I have to get up at night 2 or 3 times to write down the things. I'm like saying, thank you, Lord, can I get the rest of the download tomorrow? It's 1 a.m. Not really, I'll just say to me, okay, give it to me. And then I'll write it down, and there's just more and more and more coming. But the Style Storybook, we've had our photo shoot part 1 in Austin, Texas with some of the most amazing people. We've got, so thankful for meeting you, Linda, helped me to open my eyes to so much more. Euron, so good to see you back online, Euron. You're amazing, you have done incredible work. Euron was one of our, the True Beauty Out There competition contestants earlier this year, and you did such a good job. So please look out for this. If you have not yet pre-ordered with Crystal, that's crystal@lindapage.com. Get with her. There is going to be a special pre-order price with a deadline, and then everyone else who gets the book is going to get it at the full price. Remember that all 90% of the money of this book goes directly to King's Ransom. It's going to be a powerful purchase for you, and it's a fashion toolkit. It's completely a practical book. Number 7, are we good? Thank you. So excited for the lookbook, Veronique. Can't wait. Thank you, Leanne. Yes, me too. I'm very excited. Number 7 is closet cull. You have got to get in there and be ruthless. You have to separate your facts from feelings. You have got to get there and say, you know what, I was talking to a friend of mine, Rachel, the other day, and she says, well, the things that she culls, whether it's kids' toys or other things, has she used it, you know, in the last 6 months? And if she's used it once in the last 6 months, she keeps it. If I've used it once in 6 months, I toss it, or you know, it goes to someone that I can bless, whether it's a toy or a clothing item. You've got to be ruthless. You can bless the thrift store. There's a lot of people who don't have a lot of money at all, and they literally go to the same thrift store every month and look for something special. Space in your closet actually gives you space in your head. Culling, think about it. Culling your closet and making space and doing the same with your accessories and your shoes and your home actually empowers you and positions you to be more organized. It saves time, it saves money, it saves effort, it allows creativity. You have a lot of creativity in you, and if you don't think that you do, I encourage you to stop saying that. You are very creative. You're made in His image, so I know that you're creative. You will look and feel great. And this maintains the foundation for the capsule wardrobe that we've already done, the Rocktober workshop. This is coming up in January. We're going to be taking the capsule wardrobe and breaking it down for you one by one by one. It's going to be so practical, so powerful, so productive. All right, so at number 8 is the capsule wardrobe. We are not covering this now. We did that in October, and we are going to launch the capsule wardrobe breakdown in January. But the capsule wardrobe is at number 8. You absolutely have to understand what a capsule wardrobe is and how 27, 30, 32 items can literally create for you hundreds and hundreds of different outfits. And that if you just get organized, and if you just make this investment of time and take your time with it, then you absolutely can build a beautiful wardrobe on a budget that is customized to you, because what looks good on you may not look good on me, and vice versa. So the capsule wardrobe is at number 8, and I want to introduce you to someone very special. We are busy planning and preparing and praying for the London photo shoot coming up, which I'm hearing sounds like end of March, early April, and it's going to be in London. It's going to be very exciting. We've got so many talented people who are saying, hey, can I get involved? Have you got someone doing hair and makeup? Have you got your photographer? Have you got someone doing nails? Have you got someone who's doing your wardrobe? Have you got someone who's... I've just got a list of people that I'm just praying because I'm so thankful that I get the answers when I ask for them and I listen. So I want to introduce you to my gorgeous friend, Taryn Mika Pena. This is an actress and a model who now lives in London. She's actually also South African born. This is her in Russia not too long ago in a haute couture, beautiful dress. And she is going to be our capsule wardrobe model in London. She's going to be modeling the 33 items. It might be a little bit less, a little bit more. And we're going to be shooting the capsule wardrobe on her and showing you also how to mix and match, how to use them, and actually how it can serve your purpose for you. So this is Taryn. She's absolutely gorgeous. And what I love about her most is that she's just as beautiful, even more beautiful on the inside. This is a woman with a heart of gold. So Taryn is going to be showing us, okay, what does the right pair of jeans look like? We're going to have shoes news, shirts and skirts, hair and makeup, staple items. What are the staple items? 33 items roundabout for hundreds of outfits. So I want to encourage you just to start getting online and start getting a feel for what a capsule wardrobe is. Remember that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You'll find loads of different capsule wardrobes out there. But if you missed our October session, then stay with us and make sure that you go to lindapage.com and sign up for a reminder for our events. When you go to the events page on our Linda Page website, it actually says sign up for a reminder, and you get an email twice before the event takes place to make sure you're in the right place at the right time zone. Yes, Veronique, Taryn is absolutely beautiful. Peggy, you need your trench coat? Yes. Well, take your time. You haven't found it yet, and send me pictures if you've got a short list. But a trench coat is actually one of my staples that I use it a lot. So this is going to be a fashion toolkit for you. It is going to be packed with inspiring stories that you have never read anywhere else. I'm so excited about. These are real men and women getting up, dressing up, and living up to the calling on their lives in such a unique way. It's really going to be power-packed and beautiful, glossy, very Vogue, all kinds of exciting things coming your way. I'm also going to show you how to mix and match in there. We did 1 or 2 of these things recently, so you might have an outfit and you want, and there's going to be lots of examples like this in there. How can I take this and do something different with it? Well, you can change the scarf, you can put on your crop jacket, you can put on your white t-shirt. These are all staple items of the capsule wardrobe. You can keep your red skinnies on, keep those boots on, or you can put your ankle boots on. Every single thing there is actually a capsule wardrobe item. It doesn't have to be red skinnies, it can be black, it can be grey, it can be jeans of another color, but this is actually how we're doing it. We spoke about red being a capsule wardrobe item. The color red is an accessory. You can take a plain pair of black skinnies like I've got there, a floaty little top, and just grab your clutch, grab your red heels, put some makeup on, and there's date night outfit. Or to dress it down, swap your heels for flat pumps, remove the necklace, replace the clutch with a tote bag, and you're good to go. Here's another one. So you've got a quite a dressy, cute outfit over here. How do we dress it down? This book is going to be packed with examples like this. So you replace the heels with some flat pumps. I love tiger little print. It's very cute. Replace the bling with a scarf. Replace the other bling with your tote bag. Put on your white staple collar shirt for your capsule outfit, and put your hair up in a nice high ponytail or something cute and messy, and there you've dressed it down. If you have a look at it again, that looks quite different. Heels, bling, down to flats, and your staple items. So very, very easy, simple stuff that you can create outfits out of just in a heartbeat. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm so excited that you're excited too. I want to introduce you also to a man who is called Tyro and Karen. This is the guy who introduced me to human trafficking. He invited me in 2011 to a fashion auction in London. I had just spent the whole weekend at London Fashion Weekend, and I thought, can I do another day of fashion? Of course I can. And I sat in the front table, all excited, with my friend Taryn, actually ready to go to town on auction. And then he spoke about human trafficking, and he just could have bowled me over with a feather. How did I not know about human trafficking before? So this man is going to be in the storybook, and his gorgeous wife Alex. Look at that woman. Gosh, I could just look at her for ages. She's just absolutely beautiful. We're going to be talking trafficking. We're going to be talking fashion for good and putting fashion to work and fighting crime. We're going to be, this is what this glossy, Vogue-ish book is going to be about. Pre-order the book. Don't miss out on that. Number 9 in the 10 steps. Are you good? Is the pace okay? You're with us? Great. 9 is, I've always said, if real estate is about location, 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 then fashion and style is edify, edify, edify. We launched in April 2016 a massive edification campaign. And it just was so powerful. It just was amazing. The stories that came back, women were crying, lives were changing, women were excited. Women started wearing red lipstick and red heels and getting beautiful camel colored trench coats and just feeling like, wow, why didn't I invest this time in myself before? Because it makes me more confident to edify others. And that, I absolutely believe, is one of the most powerful purposes of getting up and dressing up, is that we are to get up and dress up and feel confident and feel Holy Spirit inspired, and go out there and lift up and build up and compliment other women, especially, not only, but sometimes especially well-dressed, beautiful women who other women think they don't need a compliment. Actually, sometimes they're the ones who really need the compliment. They're the ones who get the dirty looks from the other women who feel like I've got to guard my husband. They're the ones who sometimes are well-dressed on the outside but not dressed up on the inside, and maybe are broken on the inside. But there's always something beautiful to find in another woman or a man. I suggest for now that you start complimenting women first, because it's not that just women need complimenting, but unless you really know the art and the motivation of edification, if you keep on complimenting that guy, it could go wrong. So go out and edify, edify, edify. This is number 9. So once you've got dressed up on the inside, you've dressed up on the outside, you've done all of this, you are now positioned to go out and love on others. That is the purpose and power of wardrobe. It's one of them. Absolutely life-changing. It builds confidence. It influences all children. You don't need children. But if you go out there, my awesome friend Becky started complimenting people when she went to the supermarket. Her little granddaughter is doing the same now. You influence children. And if you want to be a mother one day, this is a great thing to do, is to teach kids to go and compliment. It can get you promoted. speaking life and complimenting it can repair that opposite relationship. It's an icebreaker. If you lack confidence, find that there's always something to compliment a woman about. Where she got something, whether it was her hair, whether it's her glasses. One day, not so long ago in London, I was looking for something to compliment her about, and I just felt that she was having a rough day, and because she kind of was, treating me that way. She was at a coffee shop, and I just said, hey, I love your specs, I love your glasses, because I have to wear glasses sometimes. I actually don't, but I should more often. It's that time and stage and age of year. And they were very cute, very modern, very, very George. And it just, her whole face lit up because I said, I love your specs. Where did you get them? It's always something to edify. It represents your brand. Who do you stand for? What do you stand for? Are you standing for, well, I'm going to get dressed up and I'm going to feel good and I'm going to, and not share the love? Or are you going to use it for as a bridge to build and connect with people? That's powerful. That's sowing, and that will bring reaping. It cultivates leadership. Because life is not about us. As much as we feel like our problems sometimes can be overwhelming or our goals are the only focus, actually it's not about us. It's about Him, it's about us with Him, and it's about others. And so it simplifies things. It really positions you to lift others up. I absolutely believe with all my heart that, hi Sherry, so good to see you online. Happy birthday for recently. Thank you for posting your gorgeous picture. Looking forward to getting to know you. So dressing up is actually so much more about the other person than us. It's so much more about them. And if you practice this and do it on a daily basis, I'm telling you, your life will change. People will flock to you. You'll be a magnet because you become trustworthy. People know. And I do not recommend faking it till you make it. You can see right through someone who's been fake. You don't want to be like that. Just edify, and actually, why does it feel good when we get up and dress up and we edify? Because it's in our DNA. It's in our DNA to actually speak life. It's how we're built. These are some fashion friends. This was our photo shoot we had in Austin, Texas. This is like a small part of the group. At the end of the night, these people here, some of them I don't even know very well. Some of them I met that same day. But fashion brings friendship. Fashion is a relationship builder. We had our photo shoot surrounded by, these are real men and women. Most of them, I'd say 98%, 99% of them have never modeled. I think there might be two. And this is not even the full group. There might be two that we worked with in that whole photo shoot who have done some professional modeling before. But this is real men and women with powerful stories. There's the X&H beauty team who rallied around us like absolute pros. Fashion is a relationship builder. And when you start pouring your heart into that, it can be so powerful and so life-changing. Number 10, thanks that you're still with me. Number 10 is a very simple final step. It is KISS. Keep it simple, sister. It is all about following a recipe. It's all about, these are the steps, get up, dress up, repeat, and just keep it simple. So with all the 10 steps in there, what we're going to do from January is break it down and share with you the capsule wardrobe and have a very practical approach to, here's a 12-month plan, because you don't have to do it overnight. You've been dressing a certain way for 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 years. You don't have to fix it in 2 months either. And you want to be faithful with your money, right? And you want to be faithful with your time. So we're going to talk about a 12-month plan and what that looks like. So at the end of this, here's what we do is we get up, we dress up, and we repeat. It's that simple. So in summary, here are the 10 steps for you again. You get with God, and that's gems. You dress up from the inside out, and that's the 3-step formula that I gave you, which is the 3 women who will lead you. And those are experts in their field. I highly recommend that you only take advice from someone who's got the results in their life that you want. I have so often in the past made mistakes of giving advice where I have no room giving advice. I used to give advice to my parents about their marriage. I had no place giving them advice because my fruit sucked in that area in the past. So make sure you're taking advice from someone in that area who's got the fruit and the results that you want. Number 3 is, I love my body, I love my body, I love my body. We're speaking life. We are done with complaining. We are done with speaking death over our body. And we're going to glorify God, as He says, through our bodies and with our mouths. Number 4 is time-wise. That's DannyJohnson.com's Time Secrets. This is a style investment that you have to learn. It will change how you dress. Number 5 is Money Honey. War on Debt is learning what a fund budget is, what it looks like, and being faithful with your money. So you can honor your husband, you can honor your personal income, and make sure that your money has a plan and you tell it where to go. And your closet, your wardrobe, your style will change. Number 6 is Fashion for Good. Remember that we are, hi Nalita, wonderful, thank you for sharing. Yes, thank you. Please do share now. Absolutely, Nalita, thank you for that. Please do share if this is working for you. Share this video, share LindaPage.com. I haven't been terribly focused the last 7-8 months on getting likes to our page and traffic to our page, but yes, please do what you can. If it's helped you, share with your friends and family and your colleagues, because this is number 6, is fashion for good. 90% of what we do here is going straight to King's Ransom for life. Number 7 is CULL, baby CULL. Remember, you've got to get in there. If you need help, give me a call or drop me an email and I will tell you how to cull, because the people who have done it have had the most incredible results. Number 8 is the capsule wardrobe, coming soon in the style storybook. Number 9, edify, edify, edify. And number 10 is kiss. Keep it simple, sister. Keep it simple. So what now? Well, breathe. Okay, how are we doing? We've got a couple of minutes left. You breathe. You print out the Fashion Nav, which is the Fashion Navigator, the 10 steps. Print it out, laminate it if you need to, put it up somewhere in your closet or your bedroom and get it going in your head as a recipe. Attend our 2017 workshops, which are usually, probably will still be Facebook Live events. 1 or 2 will not be recorded for certain reasons, but mostly we record them. You get up, dress up, repeat. And if you get stuck, just email me. I will be so happy to come alongside you and answer your questions. If you want inspiring stories, if you don't know where to begin, go to lindapage.com. There is my beautiful friend Becky from the USA, who is a grandmother, who now is getting up, dressing up. Thank you, Lee Kilmartin. So good to see you online as well. And she's influencing her granddaughters by just getting up and dressing up and starting to compliment other women, finding new confidence. Crystal Hilka, who is our marketing assistant. Many of you have met her and know her. A girl who has found her personal style and knows how to work it now. This is Rachel Alder, my beautiful friend, who's got a very powerful testimony coming soon. This is someone who actually used to believe that beauty is evil and spending time on yourself is just selfish and what is all this self-care nonsense. She's had a very powerful revelation, and we're going to be sharing that with her on video soon. So go play is the word of the day. You know, just have fun with it. You don't have to solve it overnight. You don't have to fix it overnight. And I'm here if you need me. Moms, no holding back, okay? You don't have to be in your 9-inch heels and that red dress vacuuming. You can, why not? But don't hold back. Get up and dress up. Go on that school run. Go, not to be set apart because you're better, no, because you know you're not better. But you lift the game to inspire, because where you go and you lift the game, you raise the standards of excellence. And we are a people across the world who love excellence. That's why we love the World Olympics, and we love excellence of all kinds, because it inspires us. Look at what I posted recently. If you missed it, then I want to tell you that you have to invest in yourself. You've got to get a recipe and follow directions and repeat. Look what I did the other day and color tonight with xmhbeauty.com. I had some time with the founder and lead educator of XMH Beauty, Xtina Harmsworth, and I learned how to do something I've never done. I've always wanted that hot smoky look, and look at that. That was when I followed it to the letter, and I just felt like I was glowing. Tonight, I've got a red eye, I've got a cold sore, I've got a few things going on. It actually sounds like excuses in my ears, just is excuses. But I still just followed her simple recipe, and I'm just going to keep on repeating it, and it's going to develop a skill. I highly recommend, if you have not yet gone to xmhbeauty.com, get with Xtina. Talking about XMH Beauty, the Total Beauty Challenge final round is actually under vote right now. I don't know if Xtina is online, I haven't seen her, but I believe that the grand prize winner is about to be announced. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but there's a $3,000 grand prize winner, and this whole competition has been about how can we invest in ourselves and edify others and come together as women and use products that have got powerful results and position us to put our best foot forward. It's been an incredible competition. I've watched it. I haven't been able to be very involved, but I'm actually going to be one of the contributors, gifting a 2-hour image consultation and a makeover. But go to xmhbeauty.com or go to XMH Beauty on Facebook, and you'll see the final round of winners there. If you want to vote for someone that you know who has been actively involved, are you here, Xtina? That's awesome. Excellent. Magda, are you still online? So you have to go. This is very, very important. I've seen people voting and missing the point. You have to go to Xtina. Just confirm that I'm correct, please. You have to go to Xtina's post, and you'll see a collage of the pictures of the winners. And under that, in the comments section, Xtina will say, for example, vote here for Andrea, and you must like that comment, and that's your vote. Vote here for Magdalena, and you must like under Magdalena, and that's your vote. Is that right, Xtina? So make sure you don't comment under that, because your comment doesn't count as a vote. You have to actually like under the name that she mentions, and that's going to count as a vote. Okay, so go there, go and check it out. I'm really excited. There are still second and third place prizes being announced in January. Yes, thank you for that reminder. That's awesome. So the grand prize winner is going to be announced. I can't wait to see who it is. But stay in the game. If you are in it, then stay in it to win it. There are second and third prizes. Still finish strong. This has been an incredible competition with collaboration from amazing people. I'm looking forward to the results. So stay posted there. And then wrapping up here, remember to sign up for our next workshop, which is going to start with a 12-month plan about the capsule wardrobe on the 15th of January. This is all about 2017 being your catwalk year, being faithful with your time, with your money, and learning how to become the style guru in your life. So my hope for you, wrapping up, yes, keep up your daily posts to qualify for second and third. Okay, Christina, thank you. So those who are still in the game, continue as you are. That's awesome. So wrapping up here is the 4 style profile kind of summary that we have started with in April 2016. And that is that you use your wardrobe and build your wardrobe to find that confidence and to connect with others, because fashion is a bridge. Fashion is a relationship builder. And the word of the day is play. The sapphire part of the style profiling is that we've got to have fun with it again. And if you're anything like me, then we actually have to stop working sometimes and have more fun in life. The pearl side of the style profile is that you have to put fashion to work. If you have a passion for fashion, or if you don't, then just stay with us here and let us put money to where it should be, and that's to feeding the poor. Because we've got to get up and dress up every day, right? Whether you dress down in your tacky-tracky or whatever, you still have to pay something for that. So let me be part of that, and 90% of your money goes to fighting trafficking and fighting crime and feeding the poor. And finally, to save time and save money, because your time is seed, your words are seed, your money is seed. So let me help you here to put that all together and drive you to where you need to go to get those products to build the Fashion Nav, the toolkit that is a fashion navigator that's going to help you to become the style guru in your life. My voice is going. So I've said this so many times this year, and this is where we're going to wrap up. You cannot shine that light if you blend in. You cannot shine your light if you want to be part of the crowd, and if you're too afraid to step up and stand out and speak up. And it does not mean that you have to be contrarian. It does not mean that you've got to be uncomfortable. It does not mean that you've got to get out there and dress in a certain way that makes you feel awkward. No. It means that you get with your God, you get with who you are, you identify your personal style, because it is time to arise and shine. It's Isaiah 61. It's a massive part of our foundation here at Linda Page. It is time to arise and shine. We are called for such a time as this. Now, thank you so much for getting up and dressing up and being part of this amazing community. So we are done here, folks. I want to say thank you so much for your time. I'm going to stay on for 60 seconds. I did say that I would take one question at the end. So if you want to sign off and you've got somewhere to go, yes, Tiffany, you don't want to blend in, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Melissa and Kerry Thulis. So good to see you online. Really so glad that you made it. Have an awesome holiday in New Zealand. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much for your feedback. Thank you, Jenna. So good to see you. Hope you're feeling well with your little bun in the oven. Thank you so much, Veronique. Awesome. Thank you also to Jan. Great job in that behind the scenes. Thank you for that. Yes. I couldn't do this without him. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Dana. Gone so much. Good luck, my friend. Kate, so good to see you online. Thank you for joining us. Jennifer Guy, thank you so much. So good that to hear from you again. I hope all is going well with you. Thank you, Magdalena. If you have one question, I'm going to give you another 30 seconds. Otherwise, email me, linda@lindapage.com. I'll be very privileged to come alongside you and to help you to find who you are and what your original design was and what that looks like in wardrobe.